First off, I'm going to have to ask you to go and rate this show, maybe even leave a comment. And you could do that on iTunes or SoundCloud, and for Android users, you can now listen via Google Play. Now, this podcast may contain explicit content, just saying, so open your mind, relax, and listen to this dope-ass podcast.
For thought coming fresh, I'm the chef. I got greens for your brain, have a taste, it's the best. Food for thought from the flesh, tag along on the quest to find more about something else. Hey, food for thought coming fresh, I'm the chef. I got greens for your brain, have a taste, it's the best. Food for thought from the flesh, tag along on the quest.
If people don't understand that, well, they don't understand nothing.
Truth spilling, leaving victims to my honest ways. I come in peaks like an alien from outer space. Internet pirates riding waves on your webpage. Download shit, click the link, press play. I don't mean to pray, but I pray every week for myself, for my fam, cause we all gotta eat. Protein, no more sweets. Till I'm caked up on the beach in Belize. Food for thought coming fresh, I'm the chef. I got greens for your brain, have a taste, it's the best. Food for thought from the flesh, tag along on the quest to find more about something else. Wait, food for thought coming fresh, I'm the chef. I got greens for your brain, have a taste, it's the best. Food for thought from the flesh, tag along on the quest to find more about something else. Wait.
Yo, you listen to More About Something Else. My name is Joshua, and this is episode 50. So I just want to say thank you to any and everybody that's been rocking with this show. You know, this is a milestone, as one would like to say. But yeah, once again, thank you. And, you know, like, honestly, like, if you really, really like the show, and, you know, we're all the way at 50 episodes, and if you probably listen from episode 1 to 50, you know, go ahead and leave a comment. Go ahead and like it. Go ahead and share it. Honestly, share it with your friends. Like, to me, what's more important is not the rating and the reviews of the show. It's actually just telling somebody about the show. The world moves around just like that. And, you know, I would appreciate that if anything. But yeah, things have been great. You know, like I said before, you know, my life it's just turning into something great. And I don't know whether it's the positivity that I've created for myself, or maybe it's, just the things that I started to do as far as like routine, you know, just simple things, because I haven't really changed a lot about myself. You know, I always had that level of being positive, but you can be positive and be lazy. And, you know, I cut that lazy bullshit out. Sometimes I take my days and I have my sluggish days. I really have bad days sometimes. Like, at times, you know, I'll have a bad day and then like I'll be very disappointed in myself, but I feel really good. You know, I am still being consistent, you know, as far as like, you know, I told you guys last week, I started cold showers and I'm still going strong, you know, try something new. I added another challenge to my, you know, new challenges, like maybe something every week. I don't know if I'm doing this thing every week, like a new challenge, but I think it's the level of consistency that's most important, especially when doing challenging things, because, you know, I've been thinking about taking cold showers for a long time, like years back, but I was too scared, you know, I wasn't really ready for change. And, you know, honestly, I can tell you, like, in the past 10 days that I've taken a shower that's cold, I don't know, it's like my tolerance level has gone up. Like, things don't really bother me as much as they used to. I don't know. And it literally is just 10 days, so I can't really speak upon anything like that. But yeah, like, I don't know. Stuff doesn't bother me. There's certain things and certain people that try to get to me, and I just, you know, look the other way. Or like, there was things that were bothering me, like, you know, just dealing with my personal life, and I just let it go. It's not even that I let it go. It's just like, it just doesn't bother me. Like, it comes to your mind, like, why should I even be stressing about this? Why should I be thinking too deep about this? You know, it's like that, just things like that. I also noticed that my skin was a lot smoother. Not saying I had rough skin, but my skin is a lot smoother, you know. Those are just things in 10 days that I noticed. I started yoga. You know, I'll do yoga here and there every once in a while. Yoga is hard as fuck. But I realized that upon taking these cold showers and doing yoga, like, I've realized that there is a lot of benefits. For one, I've only started yoga. This is my 4th day going on my 5th day. And, you know, I started it and it's cool. My body hurts, but I feel like it's all for good. Like, it's a good type of hurt. It's not a bad type of hurt. And it's like, I've never felt sore in these places before. And I have a gym goer. Like, I go to the gym all the time and I'm working out all the parts of my body. But, trying something new and just that level of consistency is going to make things better for me. But yeah, that's what I'm trying this week. And hopefully, like, next week, I'll try something new. Like, I just want to make sure that I'm living my best life and doing these things consistently to create some type of habit and maybe discipline in some sense. But yeah, Patriots won. I don't really want to talk about it because I'm upset. I wanted the Patriots to win, but it's okay. It's okay. No, I'm not as mad. Like, I just decided to stay off social media, and that's okay. And this is where I go into things that bother me this week is that the Patriots lost. But the only thing that really bothered me is that they lost to Philadelphia. It's a city of brotherly love. And from what we've seen with the Philly riots, I think they're called Philly riots because they literally riot after every single game. They had a good season this year. I told myself that, this team might be a fluke, but I don't know. They won the whole Super Bowl with a backup QB, and that's good. Like, let's never forget that. The only issue that I have is that these Philly riots, they destroy their whole city for what? Because you're happy that you won the Super Bowl? You happy that you won the game? I don't know. At one point, the police had to grease the light poles so nobody climbs on the light poles. And look what they did. The only issue that I have with this here is that when, St. Louis, Milwaukee, Baltimore, like, they all had their riots and, people were destroying their cities. And honestly, I told myself, like, that was probably one of the worst things that could be done. Why are you destroying your own city? But these are whole white people destroying their city. And, I don't know. It's annoying because, how the tables have turned and nobody says something about it. For the love of God, they flipped over a damn Prius. They tore down light poles and they were eating horse shit. What sense does that make? I don't know. Does that bother me? Yes, because this is what happens when the tables have turned, but nobody's talking about it. And you know what? It's okay. Like, I don't care. Like, literally, they had to shut down the city until Thursday to get shit back in order because this is the type of shit that goes on in their city. But it's okay. I'm just going to leave it alone. I just want this Super Bowl thing to just go over because I don't really care about it anymore. Maybe I'm salty. Maybe I'm not. Who knows? But the other thing that really bothered me, I really don't like vegans. And there's no way that you can convince me to stop eating certain things. Those are just things that I just have to stop doing. And, I understand the severity of, eating these things that you don't know how they were processed. But stop trying to wean me off chicken by telling me that cauliflower tastes like chicken. Because when I eat buffalo cauliflower, because you told me that it tastes like chicken, I'm going to be mad. Like, you cannot sit here and try to fool me that way. That is so vindictive. That's evil to me. Like, why would you say that? It's not only that they say tastes like chicken. That's just an example. But, stop trying to convince me. If I want to go vegan, I will go vegan. And I'm going to leave it at that because it's quite annoying. I watched What the Hell and I tried that lifestyle. There was no way that I could do it. No way. And it's okay. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's for certain people. A lot of people talk about the benefits of being vegan. That shit ain't for me. But, the last thing that I really want to say that bothered me was, I apologize for talking about this Tide Pod challenge and everybody that's doing it. If you want to do it, look, this is a free country. You can do it. Natural selection will play its part and only the strong will survive. Do what you gotta do. Like, if you want to eat that shit because you want likes and views on YouTube and you want your friends to think that you're cool because you're doing a Tide Pod challenge, okay, go ahead. They're making it illegal now to eat Tide Pods, and even the whole company had to withdraw them from the stores so that people can stop eating them. Like I said, let natural selection play its part. So shall it be. But that's the things that's bothering me for the week. One thing that I was thinking about before I go into other things, I realized that I can't really get mad at people anymore for their narrow-minded thought process. And I'm saying this in the most nicest way possible. It's cool to have security and live your life and do certain things. But I can't keep explaining to you that you are the architect of your life. I can't keep explaining to you that, things will bend to your will if you wanted to, if you worked for it, if you played both parts in your life, thinking and then doing, certain things like that. And it sucks because when it comes down to just doing certain things, like I hate thinking about shit that happened in the past, I really do. But I was just thinking to myself, oh my, I wasted so much time. And, it's okay that I did because I'm here now and I know what I'm doing. I got a little sister that's 16 years old and it's cool because I can like give her the blueprint. It's cool because, she's not going to make the same mistakes I made. My sister is the smartest one in our family. Well, grades wise, let's just say grades wise. But yeah, she's the smartest one in our family. She has all A's in her class and whatnot. Now she has all A's. Now we can mold her into that person that she's supposed to be. She can make better decisions. And that's what it's about now. It's like, the legacy of the family, we want to keep that alive. Now, this is one thing. If you just opened your mind to the possibility of something, then why not? I was thinking about just different things. I'm always thinking about like multiple streams of income, just goals, right? Regular goals. I ask people a lot of questions just to get to know. That's really how I get to know people, is by asking them questions. And, I ask you, do you have a goal for the month? Do you have a 3-month goal, 6-month goal? Do you have a stretch goal? What do you want in life? And you will be surprised that a lot of people can't answer that question. A lot of people can't answer one part of that question. And it's sad because, we all have vision. We all know what we want. We all know the type of lifestyle that we're supposed to live. Not everybody's going to be rich. Not everybody's going to be successful. Some are going to be both. Majority of the people are still going to be poor. Majority of the people are still going to make bad decisions. And that's okay, because this is the life that you want. I will no longer feel sympathy for people that are in circumstances that it may seem like it's impossible to rewrite your path in life, because where there's a will, there's a way. There's no reason why so many people come out the slums and they're so successful. Like, literally, we have all the resources to do whatever we want. But hey, like I said, I can't keep stressing this to certain people, and I can't keep getting mad about it, because not everybody wants to be successful. Granted, everybody's definition of successful is different, and that's okay. But if you want to live your best life, quote unquote, how they talk about it on the internet, then you will do what you have to do. I talked about changing, and making habits and starting new challenges. It's all because I want to live my best life. It's all because deep down I know that, things are going to get good. And when they get good, there's no stopping me. But, I just want you guys to keep it in your heads that whatever you got to do it. Don't let resistance be the thing that stops you from being who you're supposed to be. And I'm going to leave it at that. Capitalism, right? That's what we strive for in America. And, I'm all for capitalism and profit and, just gaining that type of freedom in a free market and earning profit, because America is about money. And, it's cool for so many years before you start to see things and you're just like, whoa, it's kind of messed up. And, you're seeing all these big companies and, how they downsize and how they take over different markets and whatnot. You start to wonder, like, is money really worth it at the end of the day? So I was thinking long and hard, about just things that are going on. I'm paying attention to politics and whatnot. And you see that, for a company to be successful, you have to adjust to the times. And, back in the day, it was smoking cigarettes, as we like to call it, big tobacco. They are heavy influencers on just smoking tobacco, whether it's chewing tobacco, smoking tobacco, whatever. People like it, it has proven to cause cancer and whatnot. And, it sucks because people do it willingly, knowing the consequence, right? And, my only issue when it comes to this now is that what I fear for the next 5-10 years is that, they've legalized marijuana in 29 states, medical, and 9 states recreational. Sooner or later, America is going to get with the picture. These old people talking about, oh, well, it's not good for your body, blah, blah, blah. They're going to die off soon. The attorney general. I think it's the attorney general. Whoever Jeff Sessions is, his, whatever his little political name is. Yeah, him and other people that are trying to repeal it, talking about it's so bad. It's against the law, shit like that. They're very conservative about the approach. And, those are the same type of people that believe in throwing young kids and just regular people into prisons for less than a gram of weed. And you start to see stuff like that because it's like these people are now starting to be rewarded for starting their own cannabis companies and their dispensaries and whatnot. And it sucks because, we see this. I don't know if you guys have watched The 13th. I think it's called The 13th on Netflix. It was a good documentary about the prison system and slavery and whatnot. I'd recommend you watch it if you haven't watched it. But, people go to prison for less than a gram of weed, and you just start to wonder, well, why? And this is first offense, you're serving 20 years and it sucks. But, I'm bringing this to your attention because, don't be surprised if big tobacco starts to switch over to big cannabis, this weed that everybody's smoking, it's not regular weed. I'm telling you, it's not regular weed. The science that they're doing to it is kind of off. There's no reason why anybody should ever die from marijuana. But I'm pretty sure that one day that's gonna happen, and it sucks because this is something that's grown from the earth. I mean, tobacco is grown from the earth too, but I don't know. It's just something about it that they do to it, and they process it just to make it 10 times worse. And it sucks. But I just want to bring that to the attention because, hey, why is it okay to capitalize on things that you just threw people in prison for? And that bothers me, and I hope it'll bother you too, because I know we all know somebody that went to prison or went to jail. And if you don't know anybody that went to prison or jail for certain drug offenses, then hear me out. It sucks that we have these laws in place when it comes to stuff like this, that you end up getting in trouble. And now people are starting to profit off of it heavily. The cannabis industry, I'm telling you, if you know that your state is on the verge of passing that law, you need to go ahead and invest in something as small as a lighter or whatever, because you make so much money. But, it's these people, especially minorities, that were the scapegoats for this industry. And now these big private companies are taking over and they're taking all the money. I don't know. I'm just saying, it sucks. Say, man, if you really like the show, and I assume that you like it because you're still listening to the show, but if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, please, write us a review. It helps people find the show, for one. And it also gives people an idea of what's going on in the show without actually listening. So, it attracts other people. And I'm just asking, if you don't want to, it's cool. If you do, God bless you. Now back to the show. We are in the digital age. And, I talked about this before, but I never actually really understood how far advanced we were until, recent events of just seeing that sex dolls are available for $2,000 or $3,000, and, just trying to make people obsolete in one way or the other, especially when it comes to these grocery markets. You're seeing a lot of self-checkout. Amazon, they just opened I think they're test driving their first physical store, and, you don't need anything really. I think you just need the app, and you put things into your basket, and you can walk out. You're going to check out without actually paying for anything. And, these companies are downsizing when it comes to actually how many people that they need. And I just thought about it. And, I don't know how to react to certain things like this because people are not actively learning and people are not actively moving the way they're supposed to. There's different eras in life. There's, we have the information era, we have industrial era, we have technology era. These things that basically in human life, it cycles. There's a cycle, and we passed the information era, we have the technology. So we're in this realm of we literally have everything, and now we're going to go around in the cycle again. And if you want to research stuff like this, look into it, because I don't think that people actually realize how far in advance we are. They want to do certain things to us and, stick chips in our bodies and whatnot. Just some trippy shit that you see on TV or on a movie. I was just walking around a grocery store and, I encourage people to move with the time. Yes, you're going to school. Yes, you're working right now. But how do you stand out? We're in this digital realm. I wasn't actually aware of it until December. I can say that for sure. I wasn't aware of it, and I'm fine with not being aware of it because I know where I stand right now. If you want to get a job, you need to think about it long term. You need to think about the internet. You need to think about how it can impact you in 10 years. Because most people, they stay with their job if they pay well. And, some of these, like, I think it's like a trend now for millennials to stay in a job for 2 years and then move on. But just advance yourself, Like, I feel like we are lacking as people. And, so many people are making so much money off of, YouTube and having their own websites. And I don't know, it's a free market for everybody to make money. And everybody loves money, no matter how much you say, oh, like it's not about the money for me, okay. And say that when your bills need to be paid. But, yeah, like I said, I'm bringing this to your attention because literally there's so much that you can learn, there's so much that you can do, and it can still fall in your line of work. It can still fall in the stuff that you love to do. You just gotta learn about it. There's two types of mindset. There's the growth mindset and there's the fixed mindset. And a lot of us have this fixed mindset because of our situation and our circumstance and just where we are in life. Like right now, we're in the now and you're saying, oh, well, there's nothing good that can come out of this, or basically that, this is the highest height that I can reach at the moment or just in life. And I've, ran into people that say stuff like that. And, it sucks. It truly does suck to know that there's people that don't see that they can go above and beyond. We're not equal in certain circumstances that we're definitely not equal because of what has happened to us. Some people were born poor, some people were born rich. Some people were born poor but turned rich, and then some people were born rich but turned poor. Like, it's just about experience, They say perception is your reality, and how you see the world is most important. So if you see the world for how corrupt it is, and knowing that you may not reach a certain age, or knowing that you may not reach a certain height, it sucks because what you believe in your head is what will happen. Whatever you say that comes out of your mouth is what will happen. Like, it doesn't get more simpler than that. We have this theory, it's the fish tank philosophy, right? We have this goldfish and we put this goldfish in a small fish tank. And, the goldfish will grow according to the size of the fish tank so that it is suitable to move around. But as you keep moving that goldfish from fish tank to fish tank and they grow a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger, things get better. And how we apply that to our life is that when you start putting yourself in different situations, different environments that are not the norm for you, then you start to see yourself grow. And I'm going to refer back to just like doing my challenges and whatnot. Like taking cold showers and doing yoga is not normal. Well, it is normal, but it's not normal to me, right? I try to diverse things that I do. I try to just be a diverse person. I like the outdoors, but I also like the indoors. I think about camping and I can't swim, but I want to be able to swim in the ocean and simple shit like that. But, I'm into agriculture, but I'm still into science. Like, you just have to find things that, it's just not normal to you. And honestly, I feel like that's how you learn about yourself. When you start doing shit that you're not usually doing in the first place. I love my sports, but I also love nerdy shit. Like, I don't know. That's just how I've been able to operate. And, it helps you when you stand out. So, I look out to people and I advise you to if you got to do something or if there's something on your mind that you've been wanting to do, why not? People love to say sky's the limit. But, that's incorrect. The sky is just the view because there's so much more out there, literally. And that's why I say, it's so much better to have a growth mindset. And to those people that want to be okay, and that's the thing. It's all about being comfortable. Like, some people are comfortable sitting there. You get your college degree and you make $60,000 a year. You're living your life and you're comfortable. But to those people that don't want to live comfortable, that are okay with trying to make new challenges and change their lives and, just experience about who they are, because that's what it is at the end of the day. It's like you need to know who you are. And when you're living in that realm of knowing who you are, then there's nothing that nobody can take away from you. Because once you know who you are, everything starts to follow. Like, nobody can question your character. And of course you will change. Of course you will lose friends. Of course certain things will happen to you that are unexplainable. But it's up to you. Literally, it's up to you. And I advise people, and even with friends and whatnot, if they don't understand that you want to make change in your life, drop them niggas. Like, literally, drop them niggas. It's not going to hurt you to make a change for your life. But, who am I to say this? I'm just a regular person just trying to make change in the world. But, if you feel like you're, in this environment and you want to make change, then go do it. If you really feel like you need to talk to somebody about it, then go talk to them. That person will come if you want that person to come. Like, literally, people don't understand how the universe works and how God works. Literally speaking things into existence, but also knowing what you want and then going out to go get it. I love, I hate, I say it all the time about, according to Twitter, all you gotta do is speak things into existence. Yeah, I say that, that's my favorite saying to say about Twitter, because that's what people believe. And it's okay to believe that. It really is. But you gotta be a go-getter. Gotta go out and go get these things that you want. And it will take time, but who wants to sit out there and waste time? I don't want to sit on my deathbed and be like, oh man, I've been in this environment my whole life and I never switched it up. There was so much that I wanted to do. Like, at the end of the day, it all comes down to regrets. You don't ever want to regret anything that you've ever done. Question anything that you've ever done. I'm just saying. To wrap things up, I just want to backtrack to what I was talking about in the beginning of the episode about just having goals. It's really important. It really is. I can't stress this enough to know that I want to be somewhere in life. And to be somewhere in life, you gotta know what you want. And just having goals and writing them down is just you making it clear to yourself. If you make that clear to yourself and you know what you want to do, and you know exactly how you want to do it, you will reach your goal faster than anybody else telling you not to make goals. I see videos on YouTube talking about, this is the reasons why making a to-do list is bad. This is the reasons why having goals is bad. And, some of these videos are clickbait because essentially they say the same thing. Know what you want. Know that that vision that you keep seeing is something. And, if you just apply yourself and you just do what you want to do and get it over with, then so shall it be. Well, essentially, you're saying the same thing as goal setting. And, I've been goal setting and I've been staying consistent on it. I apply a lot of pressure to myself and, that's probably my downfall, but get shit done. I can say that for sure. I get shit done. And, I'm reaching out to you guys because I want everybody to be successful. Literally do what you have to do. Find your own inspiration and be your own motivation to yourself. If it's hard for you, hey, I don't know what to tell you if it's hard for you. And, I told myself, I can't really be sympathetic towards you because literally, you can change everything by making better decisions. And that's where it stands. And even when it comes to just doing certain things and doing things that you want to do before you die. I don't believe in the bucket list because, what happens when you finish your bucket list? What happens when you do everything that you want to do? Are you fulfilled? No, because there's always new shit that's out there that you would want to do. That's and just that aspect of I might die before I actually do anything. And a bucket list kind of puts a time limit on things. And there's certain things that you'll say, I'm going to do that later. And you may never end up doing anything. A lot of people don't end up doing the things that they say that they want to do when it comes to their bucket list. And that's why I oppose that. Because I know once I say I want to do this, I'm going to actually try and do it. Or I'm going to attempt to do it. And there's nothing that can stop me at this point. But that's what I want to say when it comes to that. Podcast of the week. Go listen to the show. It's called Ange Code. You can find it on SoundCloud and iTunes, Apple Podcasts app. I really like it. I don't listen to that many podcasters, when it comes to just on time and everything. I listen to a lot of podcasts, but I don't listen to that many podcasters that are just like me because I don't want them to crowd my judgment, and I don't want to say exactly what they're saying in a different form or whatever. Just, I don't want the groupthink type of deal, But this show, Ange Code, I really like it. You should listen to it. And words of wisdom. Stop listening to people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. If they've never been in that situation, why am I listening to you? If you never had money before, Why am I listening to you? If you single, I'm definitely not listening to you. Like, just shit like that. Like, why would you put yourself in a situation where you're taking advice from somebody that doesn't know what they're talking about? Because they've never been in that situation. Or, hear me out. They've been in that situation and they don't know how to stay in that situation. And they're giving you advice about what you need to do. Nah, I'm good on that. That's like saying you're taking advice from, like, you're going to school for acting, or you're going to school for musical production or something, or even TV personality or whatever, like just stuff like that, and your teacher's telling you you need to do this and this so that you can make it. And like, homie's never been on TV or homie's never been on the radio. Why am I listening to you? But I'm gonna leave it at that. Yo, but please, share this with a friend. Go ahead and like, review, comment, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Google Play, whatever, the whole 9 yards. And please check out the website, moreaboutsomethingelse.com. But my name is Joshua and I'm out.
Hey man, fuck all the bullshit. Ain't no rules to this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do what the fuck you want to do out here. If you want to go be a DJ, be a DJ. You want to strip, go strip, my nigga. Do what the fuck you want to do. Ain't no rules to this shit. We out here. Stay determined, beloved.